Hi folks, it's my roundup of all the new tools that have been announced for the previous month. We're going back to February because we're now in March, but I have I think 13 different new toolings that are due out in the next year or so. Well, in this year, maybe next. There have been some epic announcements. You've got Takom with a tank, you've got Kovoz&aacute, I think that's how you say it, with a few planes, but ultimately I think Trumpeter have announced some epic size planes, and one of them is a 1/35th Gigant. Right then, straight off the bounce we have Takom, and they have announced a 1/35th scale T28 super heavy tank with the gun motor carriage T95 variant as well, and it's a highly detailed model representing the US prototype. Is a highly detailed model representing the US prototype designed for breaching the Siegfried line. This 95-ton casemate vehicle features accurately depicted detachable outer tracks, 105mm gun, and will include interior details, workable suspension, photo etch parts, and clear parts for the hatches. There will also be a metal barrel included in this kit. There will be workable tracks with a jig included, and there will be a movable suspension and road wheels. Hatches can be built in open and closed position, and the sponson winches are repositionable as well. Jadland models and Wonderland models have them on pre-order, and there are different variants, so they can range from £30 up to £52. Next we have Verifire, and they have announced an IJN, Imperial Japanese Navy, battleship Yamato in 1/700 scale. Now apparently this will be a deluxe version static model kit, and allegedly it's due to be released in 2006 at the later part of the year, and there's very little detail about this, but apparently they are downscaling, or shall I say upscaling, the highly detailed version they did in 1/350th scale, and allegedly it will come with PE parts, some 3D printed resin parts, brass gun barrels, and wooden decks as standard. No pricing online so far, but allegedly this will be available by the end of this year. Next we have AMT, and they have announced a 148 TIE bomber from The Empire Strikes Back. So obviously Disney license for this TIE bomber, and it's due the summer of 2026. I found one website in America, Burbank's House of Hobbies. They have a pre-order price of $52.49. Now, unfortunately, I've had a chat with my friends in the know, distributors and such like, and no one is bringing in round 2 product into the UK. So if you would like this product, you're going to have to go to a company or a model shop in the United States to buy this kit and get it shipped across with the taxes that will be added to this. But at the moment, unfortunately, because of certain tariffs, no distributor in this country is bringing this stuff in from round 2, unfortunately. But it does look pretty sweet, and as I said, available from the United States. Next, AFV Club, and if you like your egg planes, which is a bit of a fun comical look at airplanes in this sort of cartoony variety, then you may be interested in the F-15C Eagle air support fighter, due out later on this year. It will come with 9 kinds of weapons. There will be the JHMCS and HGU 55P helmet included. It can be built in flight mode or in landing mode, so wheels up, wheels down, and it will include decals for the USAF 67th Fighter Squadron and Israeli Air Force 133 Squadron. You can pre-order this if you like from Hobby Search, and if you're going to have a look on their website, they have it at 4,420 Japanese yen, which is around about 28 US dollars. And so if you want to buy one of these or pre-order it, you can go and have a look at that website. They're saying that the release date is around March time. Just jumping in very quickly to ask a bit of a favour. If you're enjoying the content on this channel and are not yet a subscriber, will you please do me a favour and click subscribe? It really does help the channel and it's free. Just click subscribe, ring that bell, click all, and you'll be notified when I release another video. Next we have Kovoz&aacute. They've announced 3 new tooled kits. First off, we have the Maki MB339 International in 1/72 scale. They will be releasing it in 4 schemes, so you'll have international, African users, Italian services, and one with guns, which will come with 3D detailed print parts. So I assume the weapons will be 3D printed. Also, they have announced the Hawker Siddeley HS125 Domini T1 in RAF scheme, and this will be a new tooled static kit, and it will represent the Royal Air Force's premier jet-powered navigation trainer. And it will come with 3D printed parts and decals for 3 distinct RAF schemes, including XS714, XS711 and XS736. Pricing for this on the Hannant's website is $29.69, and no mention of release date. And their third kit is this Dassault MD450. Now, I'm going to say it as I see it. Too funny. Indian Air Force or India AF. It's again 1/72 scale, and it will come with Indian schemes and due out in March. So it is due out this month. And it will come with a 3D printed seat, and pricing on the Hannant's website is $21.99. Next we have Ace, and they have announced the Humber FWD ambulance, also in 1/72 scale. So we've got this model kit here representing the British World War II era 4x4 vehicle, and again it focuses on the ambulance variant, and they are really good. Ace are producing detailed small scale military vehicles. It will come with detailed ambulance body and interior components. It's under development, so I'm not sure when we will see this kit, but I presume it will be this year, and we have no pricing for it either. Right, from ICM, they have announced a Doctor's Coupe 1917 Model T car. 100% new moulds, as I said, one in 1/35 scale, and they have released images of this model kit. It does look really good. Pricing, I've seen one on the Scale Model Shop for pre-order, and they have it listed for £26.99. And finally, here we go, it's Trumpeter, and Trumpeter have announced some, what can I say, epic sized models. But first off, they have announced this Mirage 2000C in 1/48 scale. All I have is a picture of a test shot, and it does look very crisp, very nice, and I have no pricing either or when it's due to be released. But the big one from them, well, the second biggest one from them, is that they've announced that they will be making and selling a 148 Avro Vulcan Bomber Mark II, B Mark II. 148 scale. It is going to be huge, that kit. There isn't any CAD imagery, there's no test shots, no nothing, just a little picture of, I would say, a CAD design from their catalogue, where they've announced that there will be this 148 scale Avro Vulcan. Now, if you think that's big, the next thing they've announced is a Messerschmitt ME323 E2 Giant in 1/35th scale. It is massive, and this model will represent one of the largest aircraft ever produced in this standard military vehicle scale, where the real aircraft had a wingspan of over 55 metres. So at that scale, the model's wingspan will be approximately 1.57 metres. That's over 5 feet wide. Now they're saying that it's going to be a new tooling, which means it's going to be an original design from Trumpeter. And remember that the ME323E2 was a 6-engine powered version of the ME321 glider, and it had a hell of a cargo hold. If you want to build a 144 scale, you can buy the Great War Hobby version, which also comes with 144 scale vehicles to go in the back of it. There is no timeline for this, there is no pricing. All we've got is that one picture from them, but it is going to be a hell of a size. This Gigant is just going to be huge. So there you are, that's a roundup of the tooling that's been announced in February, and honestly, Trumpeter have just gone massive. You know, 1/35th 323, I just, you know, with a 1.5 meter wingspan. You know, there's going to be a lot of development there. You've got the 6 engines. You know, they could even have it so the front could be open and you can have some vehicles coming from it. A 148 Vulcan. A 148 Vulcan, 1/72nd scale is enough to keep one of your shells pretty full, isn't it? And then you can go back further. You know, ICM with that doctor's car, quite quaint. ACE with an ambulance. I'm just trying to think in my head, because I've just gone through them all, haven't I? And Takom with that tank, you know, just a huge range for a February release, you know, just after Christmas. I think we're going to be in for a really weird time in the next 12 months to see these come out. With Trumpeter, you know, they do take their time, so don't expect that Gigant to be in any shops before Christmas. I don't think it's that further on. The Vulcan, I think so, because you have got a little CAD image in their catalogue. That might come out before then. ICM, again, that could be this year. But what are your thoughts on this? And what do you think the price of that those kits from Trumpeter are going to be? Anyway, leave them in the comments. I'd like to know. And I think that's about it, apart from just giving a huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. We do have a weekly live stream where we work off our benches and we talk about scale modelling. Also, in one of the 4 corners will be a playlist or a video of other content from my channel you may like to watch. So hopefully I will see you over there.